What's going on, Nerd Army? It's time for another Nerds Mirais review. This time it's going to be Heroes Reborn. This is my review of Heroes Reborn, episode number 3, Under the Mask. Now, this episode was cool. There was a ton of awesome things happening in this episode. So it picked up on a couple different character stories where we left off last time. The first part of the episode actually starts with a dark storm over the Arctic. Like, not just like the Northern Lights, but like fucking dark clouds with red crackle and shit coming through. It looked crazy. I was like, what the hell is that? Then you see Melina go out there and just lock down the storm. No more storm. That was crazy. I want to know what the hell that storm is or what the hell's going on. And they keep talking about they're going to need your power soon. They're going to need your power soon. About Melina, about Tommy. So I want to know what the hell everyone knows that we don't know. I mean, damn, I know we're only on the 3rd episode, but shit, man, I want to know what's going on. Because I want to know where the hell is going on in this shit right here. And then we've actually flashed to Miko. So she is inside the tower where she came out of the game last time. She's inside the tower. They show her whooping all the guards' asses, dropping fools left and right. And then she got hit a couple times, but she was kicking some ass. And then this dude walks down, which they show his name is Harris. So Harris walks down. One of the guards hands him a baton. He walks up and fucks Miko up. He's just like jacking her up. And then she's like, she reaches for her sword, and he's all, that's not your sword. Like, he knows whose sword it is. And so he takes it from her. She gets arrested, gets put up in this room for him to fucking go back and talk to him, I'm guessing. So he takes the sword to this chick, and I'm like, who the fuck is this lady? It turns out that she is the leader of Renatus, so that's the new Primatech. Basically, if you guys didn't recognize from the first couple episodes, Renatus took over when Primatech fell, and they basically continued the work that Primatech was doing with the whole Molly thing. I mean, Molly Walker kind of thing where she can point everyone out and tell you exactly where a motherfucker is, like within inches. Yeah, I mean, Molly's power's fucked up, and the way Renatus wants to use it is even more fucked up. But let's get back into Miko. So he takes the sword to this chick that's leading Renatus, and she's in the middle of like talking to all these investors and stuff and saying their technology called Epic is going to be ready on time. And so it looks like it's these glasses, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, okay, she takes the sword with her, and they name drop, she had this on her, Hiro Nakamura's sword. I'm like, what? Hiro name drop? We get Hiro? Fuck yeah, where's Hiro at? But then it turns out that she takes off. She's going to America, I think Colorado, and to Renatus' home base, okay, their headquarters. And Harris goes upstairs to talk to Miko and try to find out. He mentions her father. Now, her father, his name is... Harris tells the leader of Renatus that her father is Hitachi Atomos. So we don't know exactly who that is, but that's who they announce her father is. So I did have a weird theory that maybe she's Hiro's daughter from the future or something, but I was wrong, okay? At least we think I was wrong. Hasn't been proved yet, okay? I'm not wrong yet, but I might be wrong. But so they mention, and Harris asks her, do you have your father's power? So her father had an ability, and I want to know what hers is. I mean, did we see it with her transporting into the game, or is that something to do with her father's ability? I'm not sure, but we're going to find out, guys. But so Harris pulls out this little pouch full of knives and blades and butcher knives and shit, and grabs one that's about to come at her, and she's like, oh, hell no. Her buddy runs in. She flips over this fool, grabs the butcher knife, cuts his fucking hand off, like right here, like Luke Skywalker's his damn hand off, and then takes off running. They get the hell up out of there. Now, I knew Harris was some kind of Evo. We just didn't know what his powers were. But what happened is his hand just grows back, and he's like, yeah. And then the hand that's sitting on the floor grows a Harris. So now there's a clone. Now there's two Harrises. So he looks back at the clone. He's like, hey, can I get my watch back? He's like, yeah, sure. Takes his watch off. What the hell? That's a crazy freaking power, man. You clone yourself when you get a limb chopped off? Oh, my God. I just sit there and chop that shit off and make an army. Got an army of Andrew. What? But, so, at the same time all this shit's going down, so now they're on their way to Colorado, and Miko and her little buddy say that they're going to head out to Colorado. At the same time all this is going down, Noah is still on the road and needs to take his little bearded buddy to the motherfucking hospital because this dude got shot. So at the same time all this shit's going on, they go to this hospital, and the guy goes in and he says, tell him it was a nail gun. It wasn't a bullet. We don't want the cops basically involved. And Noah's sitting there in the waiting room just looking around or watching the TV. And then this doctor, Dr. Moore, walks up to Noah and just says, Noah Bennett. And like, he's a, when was the last time I saw you? Like, Noah's trying to find out, how the hell do I know this dude? He knows me. How the hell do I know this guy? So Noah's like, when the hell did I see you last? And he's all, June 13th. So the day all this shit went down. And then the doctor's like, hold on one sec, I'll be right back. And he walks over to the phone and he's like, I need security here right away. And like, oh shit, Noah did something bad. So Noah, while this dude's getting patched up, Noah rolls downstairs and he finds a lone guard, a little fat kid. They have to pick on the fat kid every time. God, fat people. Don't hate on fat people. God, we're still people. But, so he goes downstairs. He gets the guard to go show him the tapes from security footage from June 13th of 2014. So he pulls it up. He sees Noah walk in alone. Then he sees Noah walk into the ME's office, like the medical examiner, where there's a body on the table. He kind of tilts the sheet over and looks, and then just starts crying because it's Claire. They don't show her face. Hayden Panettiere is not on the show. God. But don't remind me about that, people. But at the same time, he starts crying. And then in the tapes, they keep seeing glitches in the times on the tapes, and him just popping in and out in different areas and different positions. So Noah's like, Hiro Nakamura. He just says it. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's the second hero name drop we got. It's going down. But all this shit goes down, and basically Noah is, his little buddy gets out and hears the security guards are after him, so they run down, and he finds Noah down in the video room, and Noah and him take off. They get the hell up out of there. They got to get going. They got to find Molly. So he says, Molly, because in the videotape, at the end, he sees him walking in there with Molly. So it's Molly Walker. So they got to go find Molly. So Molly at this time is getting put on a jet, flown out to Colorado to be inserted into the machine, basically. So the glasses, when they release Epic, is going to allow the machine to work. She's basically the hard drive that powers this machine. Her ability to be able to focus and find mutant or Evos, her ability to be able to focus and find Evos is what they're basing this entire technology off. So instead of a computer program or a simulation or something that figures out who the hell the Evos are, no, they're plugging Molly Walker's damn brain into this. So that's fucked up, first of all. That is fucked up. So basically, this company, Renatus, wants to weaponize or make apps or whatever the case may be, bring different abilities and use them in technology. So Molly is just the first step to find all the Evos. So they plug this shit in, and the lady's sitting there. She puts the glasses on. She's all, just chilling. Looking around, she's all, yeah, well, this is working so well that I can tell you there's an unregistered Evo right here in this room. And there's like hundreds of dudes in this. Like, women, men, investors. They're all just like sitting there like, the hell, looking around, what the hell? And then boom, it's one of the investors. So she's all, can you take care of this guy in seat number B3 or whatever? And they come down, they take, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. And so he was an Evo, and the fucking system pointed it out, which is crazy. Oh my God, I was so excited when that shit happened, I'm like, dude, this is nuts, man. They're going to be able to point them all out. It's basically the Radar and the Sentinels in X-Men finding the mutants. Shit. Now, another really awesome part about this. So, speaking of my boy Tommy. Now, Tommy, his mom and him have some words. He tells his mom he's going to go play video games at his friend's house. He's wearing his favorite shirt. His mom's like, you don't just wear your favorite shirt to go play video games. You wear your favorite shirt because you're going to a party or something. And so he's like, yeah, what if I am? She's like, you're not going. He's all, teleports behind her. Okay, see you later. And just takes off. So he goes to this party, and the guy that was his bully that like hated on him before, and his love's boyfriend, basically is throwing a party and tells that he's the one who got all this beer. So basically he went in and teleported all this alcohol to them. So that might be the case of what happened. They don't show us that, but you never know. And at the same time, the girl's getting ready to leave, so he walks out and he's going to walk her home. And the Protector is what the mom calls this guy. So the mom walks up and puts a gun to the fat guy's face. The Penny Man from the first couple episodes, she puts a gun to him and says, what are you doing? I want you guys to leave us alone, all of you guys. And she called him, so you're the Protector. He is the Protector. He's there to make sure Tommy survives, make sure Tommy is going to make it, because he says we're all going to need his powers soon. So basically, he's the key to saving someone. I mean, or key to saving the world. So he's Peter Petrelli in this one for the most part. And couldn't have picked a better actor. Robbie K's awesome. But, I mean, that whole aspect was just crazy. And just seeing Tommy be able to teleport across the room shows me how awesome his powers are. And he's getting such good control of his freaking powers. And it's amazing. So another part that was going on is Carlos, El Fangador's the real one that died, his brother, is following the cops that are responsible for this. So basically, he's probably going to try to kill him with a gun, follows him to this warehouse where he goes up, follows the dude, and he's looking down from the upstairs watching this guy, and he's interrogating some woman. And he's like, basically, tell me what's going on and what I want to know, or I'm going to put a bullet in you. And he puts the gun to her leg, and so she headbutts him. Then he backhands the woman, and he picks her up, and he goes, and she's like, no, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. He throws her out the window. I'm like, oh shit. Then halfway down, she stops and flies up. She's an Evo. She can fly. Holy shit, that is awesome. I mean, she's just like, hands still behind her back, just fly up and fly away. And so basically what he does is he tags her. He wants to follow her back to find the rest of the Evos and find the Underground Railroad. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the Priest's Underground Railroad under Carlos's brother's shop. So that's kind of iffy. So what he does, Carlos, when he goes to warn the Evos that he's trying to trap, he puts on the El Fangador costume, and he's like, El Fangador, oh. And he's like, you guys need to go. This dude's tracking you. I'll take care of him. Get out of here. Go out the back door. It's safe. So these start taking off. And at the same time, Carlos is ready for this fool. He's getting ready to brawl with him. Then it turns out the cop that is hunting down Evos is an Evo. Holy shit. So the cop's got like super strength. So he is throwing this motherfucker through walls. He's kicking his ass through beams. I mean, this cop is strong as hell. It is gnarly. Holy shit. So Carlos gets his ass whooped. He ends up getting down out of the building and is like running across the street trying to get away. He's gone. He's like, fuck this. Peace. The Evos are safe. Out. But my favorite part of this episode had to have been where Luke and Joanne are driving in Noah's car. Now, Luke is an awesome character. Zachary Levi is a great actor. So Joanne and Luke, yes, like if you remember in the season premiere, they lost their son in the disaster that happened on June 13th. And basically the mom snapped. Joanne just went crazy and wants to kill every Evo she can get her hands on. And Luke's been going along with her until they're driving in Noah's car, and he's like getting frustrated with what's on the radio and all this shit, and he doesn't want to do this anymore, and he touches the radio, and it like sparks, and the whole car dies. So I'm like, that motherfucker's an Evo. He might not know it, but that motherfucker's an Evo. And holy shit, don't let his wife find out. She's going to shoot him in the face. But so later on, we get to see them at a diner sitting there. And she's like, where do you want to go? And she's like having fun with it. And he's like, maybe we should stop doing this. Maybe we should just go home. Maybe we've done enough. And she starts talking smack. And he's like, no, okay, whatever. Like, I want to go to L.A. I want to go to L.A. go see the ocean. Not go kill the fucking Mexican that's on their list. To go see the ocean. And so that's what Luke wants. And then Luke's sitting there cutting his steak that's supposed to be rare, and he's starting to cut it, and the knife starts to heat up. Okay, so I'm like, what the hell? And so the Joanne's like, this ain't what he ordered. It's supposed to be rare. But she didn't see that the knife was heating up and like going red hot and just burning the steak. It was crazy. I was like, holy crap, man, that was nuts. So later on, they go and they check into a new hotel, and he's like, go check in. I don't feel good. I'm just going to get some air. Just go check in, and I'll wait here for you. He walks around the corner, and the sun's beating down on him. He's just hot all the time. He took his jacket off earlier because he was hot, like real bad. And out of nowhere, we see him start to glow. And the first thing that comes to my mind is the radioactive man from the first season of Heroes. And I'm like, oh shit, is he another radioactive man? But no, I mean, it looks more like a sun power. So he just starts glowing. His face starts glowing like super bright, like sun bright. So that's what I was like, oh shit, something crazy's going on, dude. Like he has got a crazy power he's just finding out about. And his wife's going to fucking kill him if she finds out. Because she's a crazy Evo-hating hoe. I'm not a fan of Joanne. I think she's fucking nuts. I'm liking Luke. I'm hoping he turns around and joins the good side. Get off the dark side, Luke. But guys, like I said, this episode was awesome. It was phenomenal. This episode was great. So, I want to know what you guys thought about this episode. Personally, I loved every bit of it. My favorite part, like I said, was Luke and Joanne, their whole run, and the fact that Luke is an Evo. Oh my god, it's so awesome. And the Hiro Nakamura name drops. Both of them. Let me know what you guys thought about that review that I just did and the episode of Heroes Reborn, episode number 3, Under the Mask. What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, thumbs up button if you would be so kind. And make sure you smash that subscribe button to keep up with me and all the reviews that are coming out of Nerd Central, guys. I'm Andrew. You have been watching Nerdsmerized. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you go click that big, sexy subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time right here on Nerdsmerized.